Death, an inevitable end for all living beings. Or is it? In the sacred texts of the Bible, three men stand out as having defied this universal law. Today, we delve into the mysteries of Enoch, Elijah, and Melchizedek. These three biblical figures, each from distinct eras, have left an indelible mark on the chronicles of human existence. Enoch, the man who walked with God. Elijah, the prophet who ascended to heaven, and Melchizedek, the king without beginning or end. Their stories, steeped in divine intervention, have left scholars intrigued and believers inspired for centuries. They represent a unique intersection of faith and mystery, challenging our understanding of life and death. As we set out on this journey of exploration, we will attempt to shed light on the enigmas that surround them, delving into the historical context and the divine implications of their extraordinary lives. Join us as we unravel the divine mysteries surrounding these men and seek what their lives can teach us today. Our first undying figure, Enoch, hailed from the antediluvian period, a time before the Great Flood. Enoch is a figure shrouded in mystery and intrigue, his life a testament to the extraordinary power of faith. Enoch was a man of virtue, living a life steeped in righteousness. His name is mentioned briefly in the book of Genesis, but his impact is far-reaching. The verse Genesis 5:24 states, "Enoch walked with God, then he was no more because God took him away." This passage, simple in its wording, is profound in its implications. What does it mean to walk with God? Some interpret this as Enoch living a life of piety, his every action guided by divine wisdom. Others suggest that Enoch had a unique, intimate relationship with the divine, a connection so deep that he was able to transcend the earthly plane. The phrase, "then he was no more," is equally open to interpretation. It implies a departure, a disappearance, but not a death in the traditional sense. Rather than experiencing the inevitable decay of the mortal coil, Enoch was taken away by God. This could suggest a literal ascension, a spiritual elevation, or perhaps a transformation beyond our mortal comprehension. Regardless of the specifics, the essence of Enoch's tale remains the same. He was a man of unwavering faith, a man who walked in step with the divine, living his life in the light of God's guidance. His existence wasn't marked by the usual milestones of birth, growth, decay, and death. Instead, his life was a dance with the divine, a harmonious symphony that didn't end with a final note but simply faded into a different melody. Enoch's life, brief yet significant, teaches us the power of unwavering faith and a life lived in harmony with the divine. His story reminds us that our spiritual journey is not confined to the boundaries of this earthly existence, but extends beyond, into the realms of the eternal and the divine. Elijah, the Tishbite, a prophet of immense spiritual strength, is our second figure who cheated death. This man of God, a prophet from Tishbe in Gilead, was known for his fiery zeal and unwavering faith. His life was marked by powerful miracles, bold confrontations with evil, and prophetic declarations that shaped the course of nations. One of the most striking moments in Elijah's life is recorded in the second book of Kings, chapter 2, verse 11. It reads, "As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind." An astonishing sight, isn't it? This passage has sparked countless interpretations and discussions over the centuries. Some interpret this event literally, believing that Elijah was physically taken up to heaven in a fiery chariot. Others see it as a metaphorical description, symbolizing the powerful and divine nature of Elijah's departure from this world. Regardless of how one interprets this event, it's clear that Elijah's departure was unique, making him one of the few individuals in the Bible who did not experience physical death. Elijah's life and his ascension to heaven are not just fascinating historical events or religious tales. They carry profound lessons for us. His life teaches us the power of faith and the impact of a life dedicated to truth and righteousness. His ascension serves as a reminder of the divine mysteries that transcend our earthly understanding. Elijah stood up against the powerful and corrupt, fearlessly proclaiming truth and justice. He faced adversities, yet he never wavered in his faith. His life was a testament to the power of unwavering devotion and the strength that comes from living a life aligned with divine principles. Elijah's life and ascension inspire us to uphold truth and righteousness, even in the face of adversity. His story encourages us to have faith to stand for what is right, and to believe in the divine mysteries that go beyond our earthly comprehension. Our final figure, Melchizedek, the king of Salem and priest of the Most High God, is a figure shrouded in mystery. This intriguing character emerges briefly in the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verses 18 through 20. He appears as a priest and king who blesses Abraham after a victorious battle, and then vanishes as abruptly as he appeared. The name Melchizedek means king of righteousness, and his title, king of Salem, means king of peace. Yet it's not just his name and title that evoke curiosity. The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 3, describes him as being without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning of days or end of life. This description has led to various interpretations of Melchizedek's existence and his significance. Some scholars suggest that Melchizedek was a Canaanite priest-king, a literal historical figure. Others propose he was a theophany, an appearance of God in human form before the incarnation of Christ. Yet others argue that Melchizedek was a type of Christ, a foreshadowing of the coming Messiah, who would also be a priest and king. Regardless of the interpretation, the mystery surrounding Melchizedek serves a purpose. His sudden appearance and disappearance from the narrative, coupled with his remarkable description in Hebrews, underscore the divine mystery that pervades our existence. He reminds us that there are realities beyond our comprehension, truths that transcend our understanding. More importantly, Melchizedek's story points to the ultimate king and priest, Jesus Christ. Like Melchizedek, Christ is the king of righteousness and the king of peace. But unlike Melchizedek, Christ's genealogy is known, and his days have a beginning and an end in human history, yet he lives eternally as God. In the grand narrative of the Bible, Melchizedek's story serves as a beacon, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of God's plan for humanity. His brief appearance reminds us of the enduring mystery of the divine, the eternal reality that is beyond our grasp, yet within our reach through faith. Melchizedek's story reminds us of the divine mystery that permeates our existence. These three men, Enoch, Elijah, and Melchizedek, though they never tasted death, left behind a legacy that continues to inspire. Let's delve into the teachings and lessons that can be gleaned from the lives of these three figures. Enoch, a man who walked with God, teaches us the sheer power of faith and devotion. His communion with the divine was so profound that he was taken up body and soul into heaven. This reminds us of the potential of spiritual communion and the transformative power of faith. Then we have Elijah, the prophet who ascended to heaven in a whirlwind. His life was marked by fearless courage and unwavering faith, even in the face of adversity. Through trials and tribulation, he held steadfast to his beliefs, showing us that courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the decision to face it head-on. His ascension serves as a testament to the rewards that await those who remain faithful and courageous. Finally, Melchizedek, the king without beginning or end. His story adds a layer of divine mystery to our understanding of spirituality. His timeless existence, unbound by the usual cycle of birth and death, teaches us about the eternal nature of the soul. His life serves as an emblem of spiritual enlightenment and divine wisdom. These three figures, each in their unique way, inspire faith, courage, and a deeper understanding of the divine mystery. They encourage us to seek a life of spiritual growth, to face our trials with courage, and to strive for a deeper, more intimate relationship with the divine. Their stories are not just tales of antiquity, but life lessons that continue to resonate in our hearts, challenging us to seek beyond the physical, beyond the transient, and into the realm of the eternal. They remind us that our lives, like theirs, can be a journey towards the divine, a journey marked by faith, courage, and spiritual growth. Their lives, untouched by death, serve as a beacon of faith, guiding us towards a life lived in harmony with the divine. Death may be a universal law, but the lives of Enoch, Elijah, and Melchizedek challenge us to view life and death through a different lens. We've journeyed together through the mysteries of these three biblical figures who never tasted death, each one a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of faith. Enoch, who walked so closely with God, he was taken up to heaven. Elijah, the prophet who ascended in a whirlwind, his legacy still echoing through the ages. And Melchizedek, the king without beginning or end, a figure who still fascinates and challenges our understanding. These stories beckon us to reflect. to delve into their meanings, and to apply the lessons we glean in our own lives. Perhaps in their light we might find new ways to live our own stories. As we conclude this journey, remember, your support through subscribing and liking helps us continue these explorations. Stay inspired, stay informed, and keep seeking.